Alright, so if you have cowboy hats, you know you can't store it this way. Ruin the brim and it's bad luck, don't put our luck out. And this way it just takes up a lot of room. So, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make one out of a railroad spike and a horseshoe. So, it's really not that difficult. So first, you got to get all the rust off of everything. So, let's go. I already got all the rust off of the railroad spike. Now, there's multiple different ways to do this. You can soak it in a rust dissolver, which is probably the better way to do it. But this was soaking in navel jelly that has been sitting in a shed for the past probably about 10 years, so it wasn't good. So I ended up just putting the wire brush on the drill and just cleaning everything off. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing with the horseshoe. Alright, as you can see, this one was not as successful because it was not soaking in royal purple. Not royal purple, that's an oil. Navel jelly. You can see there were some spots where we did have some on there and it took the paint off really well. And up here, nothing was sitting on it. So, we'll probably put that in there to soak for a little bit while we get the other stuff prepped. Alright, so this is what we're going to end up using to mount it to the wall. This is just 3-inch wide steel that is, I would probably say 3/16 of an inch thick. Decently thick, you know, it's going to be heavy, so you can't mount it this way because you're not going to get stud to stud on whatever 8 inches we decide to use. But we're going to mount it vertical. We're going to find a stud, screw it to the stud. Now, we are going to end up cutting the tip of this off and welding it to here, and then welding the horseshoe to this so it'll be far enough away from the wall to not rub on the wall either. But I was just originally going to cut this in half, but that seems like a lot, so let me go ahead and reevaluate and I'll get back to you. We are going to cut along that line, but we also have to mount that right there. The center of that on the center of this right here. So I guess we will get set up for cutting. Now, because this is going on YouTube, YouTube doesn't like it when kids do dangerous acts, whatever. It's not dangerous if you do it right, so just don't be stupid. Wear a hood or a mask, whatever you do, and because I've had cut off wheels snap and try to take me out before, so it's not fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and wear my welding hood, and then I'm also going to have my safety glasses underneath it, just so that YouTube doesn't yell at me. So let's go get that stuff set up. Alright, got the backing plate cut, got the sticker ground off, so I remarked that because I wasn't thinking earlier. Got the end of this cut off, so now you can see a little more what it's going to look like. It's going to sit like that, and we're going to try to figure out what's going on with the horseshoe now. I was trying to do this on my GoPro, but it died. Anyway, so here's the horseshoe. Got all this cleaned off with a wire wheel. Right here is the center point of the horseshoe, and right there is where I'm going to cut to shrink it in because it's too wide for my hat. So I'm just going to cut it there, shrink the entire thing in, weld it back together, grind it down, and try to have everything match up the way it's supposed to. So it looks like I was never here at all. And then we will weld this to that and that to that. So let's go. Alright, it is now the next day. We are inside, and we are going to go ahead and get these drilled. I have them punched already, so let's go ahead and do that. There it is. All done and drilled. Ready for this. Just going to right like that. A little bit extra space. Head doesn't go through, so that's good. Come out to the wall, and all I need to do is come morning, I'm going to go ahead and weld that right on that like that. And we're going to have ourselves a real nice hat rack. Paint everything black, and we'll be ready to go. Alright, so it's sort of finished, sort of not. Here is the final metalworking product done. Got that as straight as I could. Ended up painting it with a hammer when it was done, but really nice welds here, especially for flexible. Well, not that one, mainly that one. But it's not painted yet. That'll be in a next video or in a short soon. But holds the hat nice and still, away from the wall, covers the entire mounting bracket when it is up on the wall. So thank you so much for watching. This is this channel's first actual fab job, not mine, but the first one I've actually posted on the channel, which will be nice. We'll see how this one goes. So we will most likely be doing more projects like this in the future, just bigger stuff. It'll only get bigger on the channel from here. This is probably one of the smaller ones I've done, like over there's a rocket stove I made and all that stuff. So anyway, I'm just kind of rumbling on. This is a long enough video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Click right there to subscribe and there to see other videos that I have made.